What is the meaning of haters? These are people active on social media who take advantage of the anonymity that the web confers to violently insult other individuals, social groups or institutions, a political party, or a state. The reasons can be cultural, social, or ethnic, and among the causes that trigger violence are high levels of frustration and low cultural levels. What distinguishes him is an aggressive, accusatory, and vexatious attitude. He tends to comment negatively with unsolicited judgments, and sometimes with serious insults, even where no opinion or behavior that can actually be judged is shown or expressed. Basically, the hater does not respect common sense or the rules of constructive criticism. On the contrary, it always aims to identify a detail or a pretext that can be targeted and against which to rage. If you try to create a profile that unites the haters, you will find some characteristics that often underlie this hate behavior. Haters' behavior is often directed at people they consider to be luckier. They are therefore driven by a sense of injustice and frustration that they try to make tolerable through hateful behavior. From a sociological and criminological point of view, considering that the phenomenon of haters is quite widespread, especially on the web, it is possible to identify causes that go beyond the simple criticism expressed in a comment under a YouTube video or on Facebook. Rather, we can identify social problems related to a sense of inadequacy towards the society in which we live. I want to bring you a video that shows how hate towards someone or something is often devoid of a sensible logic, but is more a way to vent one's frustrations. However, I want to make it clear that my analyses are not aimed at generating further criticism, but only at breaking down the problem in order to understand its nature.
You said whites are the most violent and oppressive people.
Well, yeah.
That's what you said in your film.
And if you're going to go back
So that would seem to me that
statistics point that out too.
Really? Well,
yes.
The Chinese were massacring Chinese and other races long before they'd ever met a white person. Attila the Hun wasn't white. It's the same in the subcontinent if you go back hundreds of years as well. The genocide in Rwanda was black on black. So is the Congo, which is the rape capital of the world.
When it comes to education, the whole system needs to change.
Well, let me look at education. Let's look at the figures on education. 33% of white kids go to university or further education. 37% of black kids go to university or further education. 67% of Indian kids go to university or further education. 76% of Chinese kids go to university or further education.
What emerges from the video, which in my opinion is important to underline, is not so much the type of protest that the woman is exposing. Racial discrimination is certainly a social problem that has existed and continues to exist in certain social environments or between groups of people with extremist ideologies. But like her accusatory argument against the educational institution and towards white people, they do not correspond to the reality of the facts, as the presenter wanted to prove through the evidence of statistical data. This means that if you express criticism, accuse someone, insult them without a reason that can be supported by evidence, this becomes only indiscriminate hate, determined by an exclusively personal motivation. The video ends here. Let me know in the comments your opinion. We will see you soon. Goodbye.